Hey, could you hand me a Kleenex out of that box on the toolbox?
Yeah, just don't have it. Oh, somewhere else.
Hmm. Well, you can't get knocked off somewhere else. It's on that toolbox in the back. Hey, somebody here. Hey, Tim, how we doing? Did you see the box back there? All right. We're still kind of getting set up. Zach. Zach. How are you, sir? Yeah, just need one. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, you know how it is. Some channels you get flatulence, some channels you get profanity. With me, you get post-nasal drip. Mr. Zach, I'm glad you're here. I am going to turn you a couple of pins, and I'll send those when I send your stickers and a little something for Amanda. But I am not going to turn out of that piece of sycamore you sent because it's only that thick, and there's no long grain. And on every attempt I've made at turning in that end grain, it always splits at the end of the bushing. So I am going to turn you some nice pins, but I am not going to use that piece of sycamore. I'm actually going to make you something else from that. But anyway, that being that, hey, I got 8 people watching and 2 likes. 6 y'all need to find your way to the like button, please. Oh, let me show you what the problem is. See here, this is end grain. And I would need to cut it across this way to get my pin blank, which I did. But then when I tried to cut it this way and also get a pin blank, I ran into the same thing because this presents itself, because of the way this grain orients, it comes down and I get end grain that way also. So I can turn this, like I could turn a bowl out of this, or a little plate, or even a little box. But turning a pin, because I have to make it round and end grain wants to be square, that makes a mess. So we'll do something else with that so I don't waste it. So anyway, since there are 11 of you here, let me bring down the camera and bring it over here so you can see what I got going on. I have this nice piece of cedar from Mr. Zach, and so I'm going to turn a little something, I believe, for the nicer vise. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Put my Timber Designs hat over there. Can everyone see what I'm doing okay? Mrs. Lane, can you see it okay? Okay. All right. All right, so I have it on the worm screw, and let's, oops. Boy, it's muggy in here today. I'm going to slow that down one notch. Not necessarily uncomfortable, but need to feel like I'm in control. And speaking of which, let's put the smock on. As I'm the laundry lady.
And it's much appreciated.
Yes. Alrighty.
Not sure where you stopped listening, looking at the chat. Not sure where you stopped.
It doesn't matter. You're the moderator, so you just jump in.
Vice says, "How are you doing today?"
Doing great.
He said, "Yeah, Sycamore is a rolling game.
It does.
To work with and
Who said that?
Tricky Dude.
Tricky Dude? Hey, Tricky Dude.
Says this is not lame.
I'm glad he approved.
Vice says, she said, "Thank you so much. That's very kind of you." She's sitting here listening.
Nice.
Then
Not
Tricky
a
Dude
problem.
said, "This is sick."
I'm not sure if that's good. According to the teenager I teach, that's great.
Yo, keep it up. Good work. Vice said, "Agreed, Tricky." Harry White said, "Hi."
Hey,
Tricky
Harry,
Dude,
how we doing, buddy?
Tricky Dude said, "If you do, you will probably make a living." Tricky Dude said, "Oh, that is so satisfying."
I'm glad you think so.
The Wayne on the way woodwork says, "Hello, all you fine folks."
Oh, that's Wayne. Hey, Wayne, how we doing?
Harry White is saying hi to setting them up today, just waiting for approval.
Perfect.
Harry says, "How is Miss Soldier Farm?" We did indoor stuff today on our staycation, so it was nice.
Tell you, for those of you who don't turn, this shop right now, thanks to this piece of cedar, smells fantastic. And I'm trying to decide how far to go, because I'm going to take a 1/2 inch off of the thickness of the bottom to get it level, and probably good 1/4 inch off of the top. So I don't want to turn my bowl away but I don't want it to look all jaggedy like this. It'd be different if it was bark on. We got a nice crack right here. So I'm going to go ahead and try and at least take the hook off of it, and we'll see where we go from there. Let me find my furthest sticking out point. Well, we're getting better, getting better, getting better. Got a little crack too, but I think I'm going to turn that one away. Beautiful piece of wood.
Fairmont says hello, soldiers.
Hey Van, how's it going?
Doing great, brother.
Good. Woo. Warm in here. Yeah, got that nice little crack right there. That's all right. We got this. This will be nice. So, do we like our bowl with horns, or do we want them rounded down? Now, it could be argued that provides a little character, but that's all in the preference of who has to look at it every day. by saying? All right.
Dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice. He does know I'm an amateur, right? Well, I think that's coming along nice. Let me got a little something there too. All right. Oh, that's multiple angles. That could get ugly. Here, let me clean that up. All right, got to work out the tool marks, but we're getting there.
Jack in the shop says looks like a cheese wheel.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
Who got the crackers?
Yep. This would be a very resinous cheese.
Jessica Sosa says, why is he yelling at me to drive, not to text him?
Vinny, that's some wifely advice I happen to agree with. Don't text and drive. All right, so, all right, get my other tool, clean up a little bit, and then we'll start on the bottom.
Jack wants to know, hey, how y'all doing tonight?
Hey, doing great, Jack. I ever get this long mill table cleaned up, get that machine attached to the table squared up. We need to have a one-on-one or a live where I can pepper you with 10,000 questions.
Michael Wilson says, "Sup, Jim."
Mike.
Vincent says, "Red light." LOL. I'll be home shortly.
All right.
LOL.
You be careful, Vinny.
Jack says, "I was just running mine just now." Michael Wilson says, 100 of you need to hit that like button.
That's right. 100 of you do.
Jack said he made a catch-all tray.
I love the idea of doing catch-all trays. All right, here we go. Going back to the square to me.
Michael says, "Catch-alls are great, Jim, for using up the off-cuts or random shapes."
Absolutely. All right, that needs some cleaning up, but foot looks pretty good.
Jack said, "I designed nightlight catch-all tray. Uses a small bulb and an old glass insulator for a lamp globe.
I love that idea. All right, let me round this over a little bit.
Michael says, "Sounds awesome, Jack." And Jack says, "Sold a lot of them on Etsy." says you got an oval and a rectangle design.
Nice.
Radar the woodturner says hi Jim and everyone.
Hey, Radar. Anthony. This is the source of the noise. That may be this little crack. All right, let me grab some other sandpaper. All right, that'll work. Three. Sorry, somebody stuck my sandpaper in a box and made them out of order. That somebody was me. That one's junk. All right. Here we go. I know I lose viewers when I start sanding, but it is really a big part of the process. Otherwise, your carbide tools make it look like it got an army haircut.
Radar says smash that like button.
That's right. Smack that like button like it owes you money. Because it does. All right, so here we are. Hey, Paula, over there in front of the red toolbox, see a metal can with some yellow and white on it. It's denatured alcohol. It's a big square can. Straight in front of you. Nope. Over to the right. Yes. No, it's a big square can. There you go. And a roll of paper towels. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Technically, that's a rectangle.
the one you reached for was neither a square or a rectangle.
It was a circle. Yes. This is...
Everybody say amen if you're a man who married up. Amen. All right, in my case, I have to say amen twice because I'm married way up. All right, so here we go.
I said amen in all caps.
That's right. If you don't know if you're married up or not, ask your wife. And if anyone in your friend group tells you you're married to the meanest woman in the county, take a hard look at your friend group and maybe get a new one. A little mineral oil and beeswax, and I would imagine this thing is very thirsty. So, if you're new here and you have a channel, mention it to the mods. They will drop your link for you. We totally believe in helping smaller channel grow because I am by no means a big channel, but I didn't get this far on my own. Everybody in our community helped me get here. It already looks better in the other bowl.
Radar says, is that cedar?
It is. It is red cedar from Tennessee. Alrighty, well, that looks pretty good. So I think I'm gonna see. Take this guy off, set him aside, get ready to turn the rest of the bowl. Set the sandpaper aside. Chuck there for a minute. And all the machine guys know that Chuck Key is the toughest guy in the shop. You forget about old Chuck, you'll find out.
Handmade Haven Studios is waving.
Hey, Handmade, how we doing? All righty. First thing we're going to do is face this thing off. Then we're going to pardon me. Let's see. How are you? How's your vantage point there? Is that good, Paul?
Yep, looks good to me.
All right.
Oh, now you're a little out.
Now I'm a little out. About that. Better?
That's good.
All right. Well, that's, I don't think we broke. I think we just slipped off. Yeah, we just slipped off. Maybe I was trying to take too big a bite. That's all right. It ain't a party until we throw something. Ah, I see. Yeah. Do what now?
Todd Agenus says.
Halogenous?
Halogenous?
Yes.
Says Bauer Chuck.
Yes, it's Bauer Chuck and Central Machinery Lathe. And one of these days, when I'm a big boy, I'll get me a better lathe, but this is perfect for right where I'm at. Halogenous is the fellow that brought the wood from Amish country, from up at Big Dog. Hey Amy, how are you?
Todd said the Bauer Chuck didn't work out too good for me. A lot of flying projects. Switched to the Rikon Z3/Nova Chucks, and they held a lot better.
I think, Todd, a lot of it has to do with the fact it's not flat and it's not a dovetail chuck. It's more of a rounded jaw.
Radar, can I hit that like button?
still thick, like ½ inch. Thick in the walls too.
Todd says, Amy, was today the day? Are you a Turner now? She says, oh, I've got it. And
Hooray!
Todd said, congrats.
Congratulations.
To get them rakes, she says.
Well, in the meantime, I would say any piece of scrap wood you got that'll fit on your lathe, turn on it. Get used to the tools in your hands.
Todd says it's like Scott Phillips. It's the most fun you can have in your shop. Radar says, congrats, Amy. Amy said, I will.
Alrighty, so
Valado says, I also need the negative brakes.
Negative rake.
Rakes.
It's the way the blade is ground so that it makes a more pushing cut instead of a pulling or tearing cut.
And he says, which I usually just call the accelerator.
Yes. All right, here goes. Thin here, thick here. That's how we should be. Pretty thick there too. Alright, so I'm going to work down.
Todd, but I'll try it out with my face shield on. Jack said, no, you ain't. And then Jack said, I don't even know what y'all are talking about. Amy said, still got to put a few... there's a heart in my way.
All right.
handles on it and such. I got it about 30 minutes ago.
That's all right. That's the fun part. Putting it on the stand is the fun part if you're by yourself.
And he said, oh yes, it's fun. Only 46 pounds, thanks goodness.
As for which wave did you get, Amy? All right, from there. Just this back corner.
Todd says negative rake is a smoother cut with less chip out.
Yes.
Be sure it's secured down. Don't want the lathe dancing around on you. Amy says when 8/13 is all my husband would agree to for now, which is fine with me. Get my foot in the door.
Good for you.
And she said, Amy says, I will, Todd.
All right, got a little hump right there. Got to take care of. And a little hump in the bottom.
Amy says, very beautiful, soldier.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Gotta take a couple of swaps across this bottom. Good. All right. Let's see here. A little bit.
Radar says, I like wind tools. Harry White says, this just makes me want to buy a lathe.
Well, right over here,
I work with cedar every day.
I have a wind planer, a wind joiner. Right behind this board where my camera is mounted is a wind front slide miter saw. It's the second one I had. My first one had a problem, and it was past the 90-day window. I called and told them what the problem was, and they sent me a new one right away. No questions asked. So, I do believe that they're a quality tool. I think sometimes they have the problem everybody else has. Every once in a while, you get one out of the factory that isn't that great, but that's just how quality control is these days. That's nothing to do with the brand themselves. Anyway, back to it.
Todd says, height-wise, the center point should be right about at your elbow when you're standing naturally. Too high and you'll feel like you're struggling the entire time. Too low and your back will yell at you. Todd said, cedar is very pretty.
All right, happy, happy, happy. What is this? This is the center of that bark intrusion. Well, that's just the thing. All right, I'll sand on that a bit. Actually,
Amy says, yeah, no one wants their back to yell at them.
no. All right, good. Now let's get your tool marks out.
Radar says, my center point is almost up to my chest.
All right, better, better, better. Good. Now, the mask. All right, so here goes.
Rick James says, hey, soldier.
Who?
Rick James.
Hey, Rick, how we doing?
Ooh.
Caught my sandpaper. All right, 3,000, 2,500, 2,000, 12, 800 to 1,000. All right, there we go. Woo. Something jagged on the lip. Oh.
Todd says, I need a shop secretary. I just asked my wife. She said no.
Yeah, right. Well, I can assure you, Mrs. Lane is not what you would call a shop secretary. That's the boss.
Radar says, looking good, Jim.
Working on it, Anthony, working on it. You know how it is, every piece you look at, you see something you'd like to do better, do a little different. Well, miraculously, my grain is laying down, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Radar says a wood turner is his own worst critic.
Yes, indeed. Alright, so fold up ye oldie towel. Add ye oldie alcohol. Stop speaking old English. Now I wonder if that'll nest on that other bolt. I never did measure it. Doesn't matter. That wasn't the intended purpose, but be interesting to see if my eye does that naturally. All right. All right. So, take a towel.
Jack says thunder rolling in. Amy says looking awesome.
That's a train, but it's been storming here off and on all day. The railroad is right behind our property. Sorry this is taking so long, but it's a dry piece of wood and I want to make sure that I get it, and I am just about out.
Jack says thunder here in North Carolina. We are getting ready to get a storm.
What we got earlier.
Todd says I think We got 2.5 inches of rain south of 70, and Amy says thunder is rolling here and rain just started.
Amy's in Oklahoma. Hey, Amy, you hold on to that storm. We don't need any more.
Harry said we had storms all morning here in North Texas, and radar says hold on to the paper towel. Amy says I don't even want it here. Amy says, I'm glad I mowed yesterday.
So am I. Good and muggy here.
Harry said, I should have mowed yesterday, but now it grown out about 3 inches. And Todd says, in about a month, we're all going to be begging for rain. And Amy said, that's why I mowed, Harry.
Alrighty, guys, here we go. Little tiny bubble bowl. I guess that's what they call them. Anyway, Cedar, let's see. Oh no. Well, it sits in it, but they don't nest. But the foot kind of sits in there. Kind of weird, but okay. And that one's already sucked up all of the mineral oil and beeswax, so it'll need dusted in the treatment.
Amy says, then I won't have to mow, Todd. And Vice says, that is gorgeous. And Radar says, you'll need to mow again in 2 days. Harry says, I had to build planters all day yesterday. Todd says, looks amazing. And Amy says, very nice. And Harry says, beautiful, Jim. And Radar says, nice, looks awesome.
All right. So if Miss Nicer Bice, Amanda, is watching, she'll have 2 little bowls coming. And I will have a couple of pins for you, Zach. Maybe a 3rd one, depends. I'm actually waiting on another thing of kits from Strong Ink. Is what they sent me. I messed up 2 of them, so I'm trying to work that out. And when those come in, then I'll turn you the twist type pins that take the cross refill. So Anthony's here, and Harry is here, and Amy, thank you for coming. I appreciate that. Mr. Zach, oh no, Zach, seriously, it's nothing. I'm glad to do that. You sent me this nice material. You should get something nice out of it. And let's see here. Who else came? Well, y'all are the chatters. Jack was here, or is still here. So you all, I have Bible study in about 2 minutes, so I'm going to call it. But thank you all so much for coming. And Zach, I'll work on that other piece from your sycamore, and then I'll get your pins done and get your stuff in the mail. All right? Hey, 7-7, you kind of missed me, brother. Good night, Harry. Take care, Todd. Todd, one of these days, you and I and Tim need to get together, Speedway and Enon, have some coffee, and then go put a run on Stacy's for, take all their best stuff. All right. Good night, all.